Over here to Arirang Radio on the Evening Groove, and we've got your fans from all over the world right now.
Cool.
Just going crazy. We look at these messages coming in here, and these are just some of the ones just from the message board. We got like messages from Facebook and everything, and you've already sent your little info out to some of your fans out there.
Actually, I put it on my sites that I'd be here. I updated my status, and you talked to her over the phone before.
More stuff going on. She's like, she put all these questions, like top 10 questions. Jesus. And then there's this girl that they want, Miza Marali.
Okay.
I'll read this real quick. Hey, Evening Groove. I just come across the news that Brian Jew shout out on his Facebook, and I went to visit your website in Arirang. I'd just like to give a shout out to sending my love and greetings to your guest today, Brian Jew. Oppa. I'm Miza, all the way from Brunei, and it's currently in the UK right now, studying. And to be honest, it's Brian Jew's songs that inspired me into my everyday life nowadays. I get homesick most of the time, but his songs never fail to cheer me up. Thank you to the Evening Groove for inviting Brian Jew to your show. It helps us fans to get closer to him. Thank you so much, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing him on the show. And P.S., can you please ask Brian to say hi to me on radio? Thank you. Sincerely, Miza Marali.
Wow.
You gotta say hello to her.
I'll sing her a little song.
Okay. All right. Like right now or for later?
Miza or Mitza? How do you pronounce her name?
M-I-Z-A.
I get letters from her. M-I-Z-A.
Oh, yeah.
Is it should I say Miza?
I guess Miza.
Okay. I love you, Miza. 내 여자 누가 뭐래도 넌 내 여자. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm saying she's my girl.
Oh my goodness. That's how you keep all your fans together. You give a personal little...
I don't sing to them all the time like that.
Yeah, so tell me, what's been going on with you? Since the last time you've been over to the Evening Groove, you had your album that came out.
Correct. I was promoting my album.
Yeah.
And then I was finished with that, and then I did In My Head. I did the cover, the Korean version of In My Head.
Yeah.
Jason Derulo's original track.
Yeah.
And then right now I'm just doing a bunch of TV shows. I started some new programs and some radio programs and stuff like that, and that's about it.
Yeah, so people are seeing you on TV everywhere here in Korea.
Yep.
Now, do you have fun doing that?
I enjoy doing TV.
Yeah.
Although TV stuff, you actually don't get enough sleep.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's tiring, but I mean, it's worth doing it just to, be able to make the people entertained, keep people entertained and stuff. So
I just want to say, because I don't know if our fan, well, you know what? I'm sure your fans know how funny you are.
I'm not funny.
Yes, you're hilarious. And
no, I'm not.
Yes, you is. No, but I will say this, that Brian is so funny that I always tell him, I said, in your other life, you should have been a comedian.
Oh, Dorothy.
Oh, Thomas.
That's actually from a Saturday Night Live skit. Yeah. It's a tongue twister for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that Saturday Night Live skit was hilarious, and all she does is just yell, "Oh, Thomas!" And so it's kind of like an inside joke for our groovers. So anytime you don't have anything to say, you can just throw a "Oh, Thomas" over top.
You got nothing to say. Yeah.
All right. So, you know what? We got all these songs ready to be played, and I know these are songs of your choices.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? We've got some tons of messages. So why don't you read out a few? Oh. Why don't you read out a few and
cool.
see?
Am I allowed to say their names?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, her name is Carolina. Subject: lots of to Brian and Dorothy from Poland.
Whoa.
Maybe I'll be lucky tonight. Good evening, Dorothy and Brian. I'm so very happy to be able to listen to Brian on the Evening Groove. I've been actually listening to Manifold the whole day yesterday, and now today. Such a wonderful surprise on the show. First one way, now Brian. Too much happiness at one time. Not complaining. I wish you both a wonderful time during the show and have a safe trip back home. Aww. This is the first time I'm leaving my phone number on the internet for Brian. It's totally worth it. Maybe I'll be lucky. I can't say your number out loud, but thank you and God bless.
Okay. Another one?
Oh, another one. Okay. This is from Nat Nguyen.
Okay.
And from the States. Subject: I love you, Brian Jew. Hey, DJ Dorothy and Brian Jew. I'm doing my history homework. He. You guys make all-nighters and procrastination that much more enjoyable. So much love for both of you. Nat.
Aw, and Nat, she is such a big K-pop fan, and right now it's probably like 5 or 6 a.m. for her, tuning in.
And she's studying and doing homework and stuff right now.
Right. Earlier, on Mondays, she's like baking brownies.
Nat, just a word of advice. I know you're doing all-nighters. Just keep it Americano. Anything else, too many calories.
All right, so we've got someone here online from our Saturday Night Live. And I just want to say she's actually one of our Arirang fans, our actually family. And she's like, hurry up, read me. She's doing the old Thomas, look at me.
That's how she got your attention.
Yeah, she says, look, a poster, succeed.
Oh, she saw that.
Uh-huh.
She knows what we're talking about. Okay.
And she says, I'm a big fan. I want to spread Brian on a piece of toast and eat him for breakfast.
Whoa, I don't think my parents will allow that one.
Oh,
I'm not a good
Brian
bread
Berry.
spread. That's kind of weird.
You would be Brian Berry.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Let's get to a song. One of your choices right now. And come
Alrighty.
back and kicking it with Brian BJOO tonight.
I had the honor of actually performing with this person, Jason
you did.
Derulo. And since the performance, me and him have been good, close friends. We've been emailing each other and, keeping in touch. So I can't do nothing much more than to support his music.
Sure.
And this is his next single right now in the States, and I want to support it, and I love it. It's called Riding Solo.
Let's do it. All right, that was Jason Derulo with Solo.
Yep.
We're in here kicking it with Brian BJOO tonight, and Brian got a chance to meet Jason Derulo. So tell me what that was like.
At first I was kind of worried because...
and you sang with him, too.
I sang with him. It was, first of all, it was overwhelming when I got the news I was going to actually perform with him.
Yeah.
And just to do his song in Korean was an honor.
Yeah?
And then I heard he was coming to Korea and he was going to do his showcase. And then they told me that I had to do it with him. And of course I was like, oh, that's an honor. I was thrilled. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And then I met him. Literally, we met at the studio when we had to perform live for the first time. 30 minutes before the performance, we rehearsed together.
Oh my goodness. That's called professionals.
I know, we didn't match any choreography. His dancers just told me where to stand, where to move, the stage blocking and everything.
Yeah.
And pretty much, actually, he said it in an interview. They asked him how the performance was between me and him together. And he said, at first it was kind of awkward, but once the cameras were rolling and we got to perform it, it was like butter.
Oh, it just happened.
It just happens.
Because you're a professional this end, he's a professional at that end. You just need to put the keys on and you got it. That's what I'm saying.
And I just want to say to everybody who's listening out there who doesn't know Jason Derulo still, that he is a very talented, multi-talented, and very gifted, and also a very kind, generous person. He's fun to hang out with. Me and him, literally, we hung out one day, we performed together. The next day, the last day he was in Korea, we just walked around Korea, went shopping, goofing off, and everything.
You guys went to Times Square, right?
Yes, we did, and
That's
we shopped.
awesome. So, did he buy anything?
He bought something, and the funny thing is, he asked me if I can get him a discount. So I asked the worker.
Using your name.
Well, no, I asked the worker. I was like, oh, this is a very famous pop singer from the States. Can you get a discount? And they didn't recognize him. So they're like,
Brian
not really, but...
Brian and Saki have to get, they'll give you a discount.
It was a very funny moment. Me and Jason laughed about it. So.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. It doesn't hurt to get a discount for sure.
Sure doesn't.
Yeah, we've got all these listeners here who are, in fact, I'm going to have to tell you this one, this is what's going on.